Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dragon's Lair. My name is Brent. Today we're going to be going over, just be a quick video on Wellsboro Comic-Con. If you don't know Wellsboro, I am from Wellsboro, born and bred there. I don't live there, I live just outside of town, in a small little, whatever town or whatever you want to call it. In the boondocks, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But Wellsboro Comic-Con has been going on for about, well, I don't know, 3-4 years now, something like that. I don't know. Put on by Pop Culture and some other guys, but mostly Pop Culture is the big promoter of it. And I went down there that day with just the intent of buying some comics. It wasn't something where I could stay all day, as I was going to a music festival with my wife and daughter for her birthday up in Endicott, New York. So I only had a short amount of time down there, so I went kind of hunting for certain comics. As you know, I'm looking for G.I. Joe and Gru. That's two of my favorite comic lines. You want a video, Pop? I got my big dog here. I'll say hi. Not gonna say hi. Gonna look at me. Look at the camera. But Miss Kira, she don't want to be in it. That's Miss Kira. She's my big dog, my big girl. She's on a weight loss program now. But anyways, I was looking for certain comics, and mostly what I got here off the Comic-Con, and I was only there for like maybe 30, 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe, just digging through comics. But most of it's G.I. Joe and Gru in this haul. There's a few other comics in there. One that is really cool in my opinion, that's not G.I. Joe. I think it cost me $10 for it. I don't know if it was worth $10, but it's just something I don't ever see in my area. So it is a book I picked up. And it was also cool, as I was digging through comics, one of the guys that's a local guy from around here, I don't know him real good, but he is one of my subscribers, and he does have a YouTube channel called 4Color Forays, but he doesn't have a lot of videos or anything on there. But his name was Sean, and I saw him and his daughter there, so it was kind of cool to finally actually meet him. You know, I comment on the videos he's done, I've commented on, you know, and he comments on mine once in a while, so it was kind of cool to meet him, you know. But it's a great little Comic-Con, you know, for a small town. Like I said, I didn't have time to listen to any, you know, or see any artists or anything like that, as I was kind of on a tight schedule, as I had to be home by noon at the latest to get ready to take my daughter up to a music festival, which is a couple hours away. But we're going to get into this and just make this a quick video. If you don't know Wellsboro Comic-Con and you're somewhere north central PA when it happens, stop in and check it out. I mean, you can go and walk through all the vendors in probably an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, whatever, but there's stuff going on throughout the town on it. But we're going to get into my small little haul from Wellsboro Comic-Con, and we're going to start off with Spike and Tyke from Dell Comics. This is a 1957. Absolutely love that cover. Like I said, I think he said $10 is what he'd give it to me for. But I never see these comics around here. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spots. But I mean, it is just so cool. Little Spike and Tyke. I mean, if you love Tom and Jerry, which I grew up, you know, loving Tom and Jerry. I watched a lot of Tom and Jerry. As when I was a kid, you know, you got up in the morning and the only cartoons that was on was like Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry and stuff like that. But that is probably my most favorite book. Juicy fruit ad on the back. Sorry about the glare. But that is probably my most favorite book out of the whole haul from Comic-Con. Like I said, I didn't buy a lot, but I wasn't looking for cheap stuff. I normally go for cheap stuff, you know me. But this time in particular, I wasn't really shopping for cheap stuff. But I did get a couple 50-cent books here, so we'll go over the 50-cent books next. First up, we have Deathblow and Wolverine #1. This is from Image, I believe. Cool cover on the back too. I don't know if I've ever read this. I think I have. I might even have this issue. I don't know. I think I have an issue or two of this. I don't know how many issues they did. See if I can find some cool artwork. I mean, it's not like spectacular artwork. And I'm a big Wolverine fan. And come on, find something cool. Well, here we got him slicing and dicing. It looks like a ninja or something. I don't know. Kind of hard to see. Sorry about the glare. Next up we have Battlestar Galactica #2 from Maximum Press. Only reason I bought this is because my brother, he's looking for the original Battlestar Galacticas, and I told him some were down there, and he came down and picked them up. But I found these ones in the 50-cent bin, so I was like, well, you know what? We'll read some modern Battlestar Galactica. As I did watch that as a kid, it's like my sister's one of her favorite shows. So next up is Battlestar Galactica number 2 from X-Men Press, Apollo's Journey. I don't know if we have any Battlestar Galacticas in here. This one is number 2, Starbuck. Good old Starbuck. And then we have Battlestar Galactica number 1. We got another number 1. I don't know if they're the same stories or not, but maybe we'll look. I'm guessing they're not. Yeah, it looks like different stories, different series. But I don't know if I said this one. This is another Battlestar Galactica number 1. The back is awesome looking there with all the what are they, Cylons? I think that's what they were, Cylons. Let's see if we can get some cool artwork in here. It's not bad looking artwork. I actually dig it. Oh, let's find something cool. Here, we'll get a little Cylon attack here. Very, very cool. Like I said, these were 50 centers, so. And we also got number 2. And I don't remember all the guys' names from Battlestar Galactica. I do have the original first series and like 3 or 4 seasons of the newer series, but I haven't watched that yet, so. And we also have number 3. Very cool. And of course, I did get lucky, and I asked him, the guy that had the 50-cent bins, I said, do you have any Gru books? And he says, if I do, they're in the 50-cent bin. And sure enough, I mean, this isn't in a bin or anything like that, but we got Gru the Wanderer number 4 from Marvel/Epic. Very, very cool. We're going to open this one up. Why not? I'm not sure if I have this one or not. If I do, my brother's probably looking for it because he's a big Gru fan too. But either way, this might be a... I don't think I have this one, to be honest with you. If I do, it's probably a upgrade on the condition of the one I have. Let's see if I can find something cool. Little Wambo. I don't know if you can see that or not. Sorry about the glare. I'm outside, so I can't win for this lighting and stuff like that. If I do it inside, you can't see it. If I do it outside, you can't see it. So, screw it. I don't care. But we'll get back into this now. We're going to hit up some G.I. Joes. We got G.I. Joe starring Snake Eyes and Transformers number 140. If you don't know, I am going for the G.I. Joe runs, all that I can get. Which I'm really trying for the Marvel run right now, which is 157 issues maybe, something like that. Which I know the last issue is ridiculous, because that's like a short print run. But eventually I'll get it. You know, I was hoping to find either issue 1, issue 21, or the last issue at this Comic-Con. I mean, it's just a small one. I was hoping maybe somebody would have one of those 3, but nobody had any there, so can't find them locally, I guess. But anyways, we'll get back into this. We got G.I. Joe number 105. I know I didn't pay what the sticker says. They were all discounted. They had discounts on everything that was there, so. We also got number 92, Thunderclap October Guard Beauty Pageant. If you don't know, I am a huge G.I. Joe fan. Next up, we have number 43 from G.I. Joe, which I absolutely love this cover. I loved this cover when I was a kid. Still love this cover. It is such a cool cover. I have no idea who the artist is. Couldn't tell you. I don't even see a name on here. I'm terrible with artist names and stuff like that. But still very, very cool. Next up, we have number 28. These are Marvel books. These ones are a little bit rougher, but I think overall I was paying like $2 a book or something like that, or $1.50 a book or something like that. I don't know. Next up is number 16. Very, very cool issue. Cobra Commander's shooting, I think it was Colonel at the time, Colonel Hawk in the back as he's fighting with Destro. Very, very cool. Next up is number 12 from G.I. Joe. Got my man Stalker, Gung Ho, Snake Eyes, and I'm guessing that's Grunt on there. I can't remember. I have read that recently, as I have the compendium from Image of the first 50 issues. I've been reading that the last couple weeks. So I'm on like issue 28 or 29 or something like that. but I still want to have the main books in my collection. So next up we have number 11. Doc and Snow Job on there. Very, very cool. Next up is G.I. Joe number 51. We got the Dreadnoks on there. Very, very cool cover. And the Thunder Machine. We got Monkey Wrench, Buzzer, and Ripper. Which is weird that Torch isn't on there because he was one of the original 3, but it is what it is. And is that all my G.I. Joe? Oh, I have one more G.I. Joe. We got G.I. Joe issue number 53, which this is the character cover all around the border. I don't know if they have a special name for these, but you know, they just had so many different characters around them, and they did this on several series that year, and I don't know how many there are. I see people are actually going for those collections now, where they're trying to get every single issue that has this border, which is kind of a neat concept. You know, I don't know. I always like these covers. I've always loved this cover. This is one, just a cool looking cover with Snake Eyes and a Zuzi. So absolutely love that. And the rest of these, I believe, are all Gru. As you know, I am a big Gru fan. I like all of the Gru series that Sergio Aragones does, whether it's Marvel, Epic, whatever, you know, Dark Horse or Image. But excuse me, I am going for all the Gru runs, which I'm slowly getting there. Like I said, I'm in no hurry. I don't need to get this done like next week. You know, if it takes me 5 years, I'll take 5 years. I don't care. Not a big deal to me. But I am looking forward to reading these. First up, we have Gru the Wanderer number 117. No, I did not pay $10 for it. Like I said, he had discounts too. We have number 98. Kind of an interesting looking cover there. Very, very cool. I've never read most of these later issues, so this is really cool to actually have these so I can read them. Looking forward to read them. Might be reading them this week, hopefully. Next up, we have number 109, Gru, Man of the People, part 4 of 4. Death to Gru. If you don't know Gru, he's the ultimate barbarian. You can't beat him. Do those 3 last. And next up, we have from Dark Horse Comics, we have Gru number 2. With, what are their names? Arba and Decarba. So it's basically Abracadabra, but it's Arba and Decarba. I think that's how you say it, something like that. But it's basically Abracadabra. It's just their names are spelled differently to get that. So they are 2 witches that utterly hate Gru because he ruins all their plans. He always foils their plans. I think it's Arba and Decarba. So, Abracadabra, Arbacadabra. Yeah, whatever. Tongue twister for me. And next up, we have 3 more books left, which I didn't get the last issue because he didn't have it. But I didn't even know this series was out there. This is Sergio's Gru and Rufferdo, number 1. If you don't know Rufferdo, that's his dog. Right kind of there if you can see it. And we got number 2. Very, very cool looking cover. And we got number 3. So, very, 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 very cool. Absolutely love that cover. Gru's eating and Rufferdo's sitting there in prison. Thinking of Gru, his hero. But that's it for my little haul from Wellsboro Comic-Con. Like I said, I didn't have time to really shop around there this time. Last year, I think I went crazy on the dollar bins there, which I don't even know if the guy that I bought the dollar bins, he was there, but I don't know if he had dollar bins this year. There was, like I said, another table that had 50-cent bins that I kind of leafed through real quick. I could have probably bought a lot more there, but like I said, I was on a time schedule. But if you're ever in this area when it goes on, it's every year in August. I believe it's in August, which this year's was August 9th. But like I said, I had to shoot out of there to take my daughter out to a concert, up to a music festival in Endicott, New York. So you know, I was limited on time, so I couldn't dig more. But I'm happy with what I got, and it's definitely a very, very cool Comic-Con to stop and check out. Just a local hometown feel. If you don't know Wellsboro, they're always ranked one of the places to visit, you know, in Pennsylvania or whatever for the small town feel, and like the peepers come up here for the when the leaves change and stuff like that. So it's actually like a tourist town, I guess you could say. So, but it was my hometown, so you know, it's definitely cool that they have a Comic-Con going on down there. But I hope you guys liked what you saw. You know, like, comment, subscribe. It's all cool. It's all good. Thanks for watching.